What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Today, let's go ahead and discuss altcoins versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin versus altcoins. Which one should I be in? Should I be heavily pumped into Bitcoin, considering that Bitcoin has been outperforming altcoins, especially in 2025? Or should I still have some skin in the game and stay heavy in altcoins versus Bitcoin? So the great dilemma is presented and is always present as far as what we are to do, as far as CEOs of our own portfolios. How much should I be invested into altcoins versus Bitcoin? You take a look at 2025, it didn't go the way that we thought. Bitcoin massively outperformed altcoins. We thought our altcoins were going to do a 5x, 10x, 15x, things of that sort. It did not. It did the reverse. Altcoins were down 70%, 60%, 90%. And Bitcoin was the one that performed well, showing great dominance in their entire market. So a lot of people was upset because their portfolios was not diverse enough. Some people had no exposure into Bitcoin. So, like I always say, through the journeys of the cryptocurrency cycles, you want to make sure that you learn valuable lessons. What lessons did you take from experience in 2025? Don't let those bumps and bruises, don't let all of those experiences that we went through go for naught. Take advantage of those, put those on your vision boards as you move forward in this cryptocurrency journey. Because, like I always say, all you got to do is get this joker right one time. You get it right one time and you'll be okay. Imagine if altcoin season had have arrived in 2025. A lot of us would have gotten it right, and that would have been our one time. But that wasn't the case. So we're going to continue to push on and continue to wait till it's our time to quote unquote get it right. So you take a look at Bitcoin most recently, February 4th, February 5th, we saw Bitcoin get down to $60,000. That was a massive dip. That caught a lot of folks by surprise. The previous day, we are at $76,000. Then the next day, we go all the way down to $6,000. Nobody thought that it would happen that fast. Just when you think you know what the heck's going to happen, the opposite happens. Something else goes wayward, and that's exactly what we saw. Nobody expected that. So the same way nobody expected that, you got to take a look at the entire and the rest of 2026. What else is there on the table that will happen, that could possibly happen, that nobody, any of us, are expecting? What other type of moves can occur in 2026 that can catch us all off guard? And like I say, it could be to the downside or the upside. Bitcoin give it and it take it. Just like that. Cryptocurrency will give it and it will take it away if you are not paying close attention. So you take a look currently today, we're sitting at $71,000, maybe $70,500 today. Bitcoin dominance still strong, 58.84%, but the fear and greed index is still in super extreme fear. Not just extreme fear, but super extreme fear. We're below 10. We're at 8. Yeah, Bitcoin is having a little bit of a recovery from the $60,000 dip or crash that we saw a few days ago. We're back at $70,000, $71,000. Guess what people are doing right now? People are buying at $71,000. The same folks who were scared to buy at 62, 63, $60,000 say, damn, I should have bought them. Let me go ahead and buy now at 71. So this is what cryptocurrency presents to you. This is the psychology of cryptocurrency. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is a real thing. It is very easy to buy crypto when the hype is good, when the candles are green. But when the candles are red, it is hard to buy. And that is what they tell you is the time that you should be buying. When the market is getting drained out, when the fear is super extreme, filled with fear and doubt and uncertainty, and everybody's saying that XRP is going to go to zero, Ethereum is going to go to zero, Solana's not worth anything, Bitcoin's going to go back to $15,000. Same thing that we heard in 2022, we are seeing right now in 2026. So how will you be playing this particular moment in time that we're in? Are you heavy in altcoins? Which altcoins are you in? Or have you given up hope on altcoins? We've been dollar cost averaging in on these altcoins for years, and we didn't see what we were expecting to see in 2025. So, how much longer will it take for us to see altcoin recovery? Or is it over for the days that we see altcoin season? Is it over for some of the altcoins that we've been in for years? Have those altcoins already peaked to the point of no return? Are those altcoins toast and a thing of the past? Should we be looking into some of the new altcoins that have not experienced the bull market, that haven't experienced the altcoin season? Well, that's what we've been doing over the past few months, looking at some of the coins that haven't had super blow up tops yet. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been around for 15, 16 years. Bitcoin has always made higher highs. We're talking about altcoins versus Bitcoin here. We're talking about Bitcoin versus altcoins. Bitcoin been around for 15 years. Bitcoin is the big dog. Bitcoin is the key, is the leader of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is cryptocurrency. Bitcoins continue to make all-time highs. I'm talking about cycle after cycle. We're talking about a 4-year Bitcoin cycle. A lot of times we get it confused thinking it's a 4-year altcoin cycle. No, it's a 4-year Bitcoin cycle. When we talk about the 4-year cycle, we have to only talk about Bitcoin. When you start to include altcoins, that is when things get confused and twisted. Altcoins is just the mayonnaise and mustard. That's not necessary. You got the burger, you got the beef, the bread, that's the hamburger. Rather, ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard, those are altcoins. You know, sometimes you got them there, sometimes it's not. But that burger and that bun, and that meat and that bun, that's the hamburger. Every cycle, that doggone Bitcoin make higher highs. We take a look from $19,000 all-time high, 2018. 2021 all-time high, $69,000. 2025 all-time high, $126,000. You see the pattern. Do not overlook reality. Do not overlook what is right there before you. A lot of times we want to fish. A lot of times we want to overextend. We want to try to overanalyze. That's called paralysis of analysis. You have to be careful trying to be the smartest in the room. Bitcoin continues to outperform cycle after cycle. When Bitcoin hit 60K, people were buying Bitcoin up. Will it get lower than 60K? That's possible. Guess what's going to happen? People are going to buy Bitcoin up. You take a look at Bitcoin market cap right now. The market cap for Bitcoin is $1.4 trillion market cap. The global cryptocurrency market cap is $2.4 trillion market cap. So that means $1 trillion of the entire market cap are in these miscellaneous altcoins. There's so many altcoins out there, but Bitcoin holds 1.41 trillion of that 2.41 total cryptocurrency market cap. So you take a look at silver. Silver is $4.4 trillion market cap. Silver is about 3 times the size of Bitcoin. Take a look at gold. Gold is $34 trillion market cap. Gold is 20 times the size of Bitcoin. Now you ask yourself, how long have gold been around? How long have silver been around? Well, you take a look at the ETFs. When the gold ETF was introduced, when the silver ETFs were introduced, the gold ETFs been around for 20 years. It is not new. It's been around for a while. Silver ETFs been around for 17 years, but understand that gold and silver, prior to get introduced to the ETFs, were always around, were always considered a store of value. People used to tote their silver around. People used to have vaults full of gold, full of silver. Then the ETFs came, made it a little easier to get exposure to silver and gold. What's going on currently with Bitcoin? Bitcoin been around for 15 years, but how recently have the Bitcoin ETFs been around? The Bitcoin ETFs were introduced in January 10th, 2024. Where are we at right now? We're in 2026. We're talking about only 2 years that the Bitcoin ETFs have been around compared to gold, 20 years for the ETFs, silver, 17 years for the ETFs. Every cycle, Bitcoin continued to increase. Market caps continue to increase. Do you think silver and gold is going to continue to increase? Yes, they always have. Do you think Bitcoin market cap is going to continue to increase? Yes, it has always increased and will continue to increase. So when you talk about the comparatives of altcoins versus Bitcoin, you want to make sure that you have your percentages and that you understand the value of each and that you know how to play each one. You know how to play Bitcoin. Every cycle, Bitcoin continues to produce higher highs. Altcoins, do they continue to produce higher highs every cycle? Look at the charts. Look at your altcoins. You answer that. Nothing I say here is financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. Altcoins versus Bitcoins. Doing your due diligence as the CEO of your own portfolio is so important. Will help you to get to the levels that it is that you're trying to get to. Yeah, we have some bumps and bruises along the way. We're going to take some losses here and there, but during the process, what are you learning? During the process, how can you prepare better in the future? Going forward, 2026, what type of moves, what type of plays can I place to prepare myself to be in a better position going into 2026? Heading into 2027. Am I aware of that the next Bitcoin halving is in 2028? Or am I just focused on the micro? Am I just focused on next month? I'm focusing on this summer. Or do I have a zoomed out view? Do I have a macro view? Am I thinking about the next Bitcoin halving of 2028? You got time, but you have to properly prepare. It is very important. All you have to do is get it right once. So come on over there, join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out. About to head to the Super Bowl parties, man. We got the Seattle Seahawks. We got the New England Patriots. I'm going for the Patriots. Everybody else going for the Seahawks, man. The Bay Area is going wild. All the bars filled. All the hotels filled. We seeing all kind of superstars walking down the street. It is lit. It is going down. So y'all enjoy the game, and we're going to be right back at you tomorrow. I'm out.